Hello everyone, my name is Faith Mutegi and this is my platform, Parenting Conundrums. Today's video is just like 2 or 3 activities that you can start off for family connection. The last video that I put up, and I'm hoping that you've watched, is how do you have family meetings. So I've had some talks with the parenting talks that I was invited to, and one of the things that came to light is we are not making time. We are not finding time. We are not making time to connect with our children. And what do I say by making time? You basically take your time you make time for what is important for you. The time is there, so you can find time, but you have to make time to connect. And especially if you have multiple children. Multiple children is, yes, more than one child. Why am I saying especially for that? It's because your attention most of the time is focused on them as a group and not on each individual child. And especially the older ones, at some point they decide to be self-reliant, and then suddenly something happens and you're like, okay, but she has never, my child cannot. So it reaches a point where you're wondering, who is this stranger who shares my biological makeup, half of my DNA? So I'll be reading out at least 3 activities that you can try out, and you can try them now. You can start them at the beginning of the year. Work with what works for you. Make it work for you, because the dynamics that we are talking about, the boy child, the girl child, but every family is different. Every child is different. So you have to make it work for your family, okay? So you can do this the last quarter of the year or at the beginning of the year, and you say, okay, everybody, depending on the ages, because you might have the little ones who may not be in school and everything, but those who are able to write down what family activities they would like to have or to experience in the course of the month, in the course of the yearly quarter, and across the year. So you can have your own timeline. So is it going for a picnic? Is it baking together? Is it having fun games? So when it comes to that, it is all about what family activities would they want to be a part of. And you compile all those small notes. You can have the nice colorful paper, put them in a container, and then each child can have a separate color, like if it's yellow, green, all that. And then when the activity is picked, they wait until all the other colors have been picked, so that there is always the anticipation of, okay, so what's coming up next? So write down, everybody's involved, what would you like to do as a family? And even you can do it as a one-on-one, like parent, father, daughter, father, son, mother, daughter, mother, son. So you can break it down from family to now individual children. What would you like me and you to do over the course of the month, over the course of the 3 months, over the course of the year? Okay, so that is the first one. The second one is, I call it the love treasure hunt. Love treasure hunt is, you don't have to wait for Valentine's Day. It's a Monday morning. You don't have to wait for Valentine's Day. It is all about, okay, so what do I love about my child? What do I love about this boy? What do I love about that girl? Who is my daughter? Who is my son? So you are basically writing down all the things that you love about them, the things that you admire about them, and you can write them in this fancy stationery. Look for the nice paper, like the ones we used to have, kitambo, and then jot down, I love you because, I am proud of you because, and then you can either put the letters, look for nice envelope, make it fancy, and then you have you put it in their bag or under their pillow, or compile them and then give it to them as a gift at the end of the month or on their birthday. So basically you're just noting the things that you love about your child, and this is where you're emphasizing on catching them doing good. So you're observing without really telling. You can tell them on the spot, but write it down later. And then you have a compilation, which hopefully the child can keep and look through on their not so happy days and say, I have somebody in my corner, and that's mom, that's dad. And I'm not just saying this for the ladies, even for you, the fathers. There was a discussion of who is a father, who is a dad, and all that. You can also, this is how you connect with your child. And then you can have a birthday interview. I call it a birthday interview. A birthday interview is put a set of questions of the things, it's like a letter. Let them write a letter or a composition of the things they have experienced in the 1 year. So if they are turning 11, they are turning 12, they are turning 8, how have they lived their life, or what do they like about them being 7? So it doesn't have to be so lengthy like for us who are in the 30s, in the 40s and above. It's just letting them know, okay, write down what you have experienced over the year, the good moments, the not so good moments, what are you proud of? And then it becomes like a collection of their growth over the years. So they can write their own version, you can write your own version. Like, I have observed you doing this in the last 1 year, and I'm praying that as you turn 11, as you turn 12, that A, B, C, and D, this is what I'm hoping for you. So those are the 3 pointers that I can give for now. I'm hoping they at least give you a way of connecting with your children, aside from just asking about academics. Because yes, even in your own life, it's not always, you don't always rely on academics or what you learned in school. Life teaches us the hard way. So how do you get them to know that there's someone in my corner? Okay? So consider subscribing, share amongst your networks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.